Zoom in. Zoom in.
Funksy TV, special guest in the building. We got whatever it's called.
Nice, sing it again. I just wanna love you, baby. He sang it too, it sounded good.
Bringing you the heat off the streets, Funksy, how we're doing it. Another special guest today, someone who's been repping UK hard from 1980 when she was born, and from when she put out the tunes as well. Yeah. Well, we remember that one. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. We got Estelle in the building. How's it going?
I'm good. Let my crowd noise.
Estelle is here. And she's been kicking it, man. She just finished up her Nando's. I didn't want to interrupt her.
That's all right. It's all right.
A good finger-licking chicken.
I know. It was good too. Wings, innit? Mango lime.
Yeah, you know that. You don't like the spicy ones?
No, I'm not into it.
Like, no, serious?
I have to sit here for the whole day, so no.
So let's get off food for a minute and let's talk about the music.
Yes.
You're here in the UK now. It's weird for me to say you're in the UK because you were born here.
I know.
But now you're out in the States.
I know. I moved, innit?
Yeah, of course.
A few years now.
Yeah. So what? You know, is it something that you wanted to do from when you were younger?
Not when I was younger, more like just as a point to my career moving forward.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I got so far here, I did what I did, and just like you hit a glass ceiling, and then
it
was like, what am I gonna do next? Like what, you know?
So there is that kind of point where you feel. I mean, a lot of artists
for what
are doing
I
it
do,
now.
yeah. And for where I wanted to go, yeah.
And is that particular? Is that kind of pertaining to the type of music you're putting out? Would you say? Do you think?
Yeah, the type of music, the way I wanted to do it, the team I wanted to have around me, the opportunities I wanted to get. When I started this second album, the last album, Shine, they weren't available. Now, it's everywhere. Now you could do it. I could been sitting in my house and been good.
There you go.
You know, but like at the time, I had to go and get into it, really live that down, like go and be in America and live their experience to be able to sell it. You know.
And I suppose it spawned off of the opportunity you had from when you were performing here, and obviously you were meeting with John Legend that we spoke about. I mean, the last time I spoke to you was probably pre-American Boy.
About that. Yeah.
So you've come a long way since then. It's kind of gone along that path that you were on. You set out on that path, and it's just ventured down the path a bit there.
Kept going. I'm blessed.
Kept going. Yeah.
I'm so blessed. I feel like I walk into the best opportunities, and I feel like this is why I feel like I should be doing what I'm doing. You know?
Exactly.
There's no way to describe it. There's no way to get around it. I walk into blessings. I have no idea about it. Like, God loves me.
And I love talking to you though, because you're so humble, and you know, you realise there's more important things. There's something bigger out there. You're pursuing your dream, but you know that life's more important as well. And you know, exactly. I can see that comes across.
Life is the pinpoint, the reason why I'm able to write songs and like American Boy, like Break My Heart,
which we're gonna get into.
Yeah, that's the reason why, because I'm not good at being sent a song and saying sing that karaoke. I don't know how to do that.
I mean, obviously you know how it works. I mean, I'm sitting in the studio with some of my producer friends, and they're getting sent lists of artists that need
want songs. And I've been on a few of those lists, and I've been like, send that back. I didn't ask you for that. That's you lot thinking too hard. No one asked you for that. You know?
Exactly.
But it's at a level where I can't.
Well,
my fans know me.
Though. You songwrite.
I write songs, and my fans know me. I've tried to be the performer.
Yeah.
I've done shows where I've had to sing duets and sing stuff for people and tributes, and I'm out here like, this is crazy face. I know I don't even sound good. This is insane. You know, and I'm not physically able to, if I don't believe that song, I can't do it. I look crazy. I sound crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. The fans look at me insane, and that's it. I'm good. I'm just right.
No, it has to be something that comes from your heart.
I have to believe
something that also is a style that you want. I mean, in terms of how you're executing the track, you know when you're writing what you want to do from a track.
You have to believe it.
Exactly. Myself being a songwriter, I can relate in that sense to what you want to do. So, I mean, with the new single, which we're going to be spinning in just a second, Break My Heart, you know, Ricky Rose on there as well. You know what? We're going to get into that. But with that, is that something you did yourself?
No, I wrote the song, I put it down, and they got him on it. And I didn't think it was going to be the right one, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, for me, it just sounds
like right, doesn't it?
So you know what I was gonna say. It just sounds like Rick Ross. It was meant for him anyway.
Soulful.
Real, that's the thing, and
feelings.
And he puts it down on that, and for me, it just was right. It just happened.
Exactly what you're saying. I didn't know what the hell to expect. My label took the beat and were like, look, we're gonna get in Ross. I was like, I don't think it's gonna sound right. I got another version with Raekwon. I like the Raekwon one better, and he's gonna be in a remix.
There's a version with Raekwon though.
Yeah, with the remix.
All right. Are we getting the remix? Where's the remix at?
In a second, we just shot the video, so
right,
probably end of this week.
You know what? So by the time I air this, I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna be putting it down. So you know what I mean. Yep. So maybe we can just cut into the remix right now. You know what I'm saying?
In a minute. I got you. We're still fixing it, but it's gonna be it's dope.
All right.
Swizzy gave me a nice verse. You know, you look good.
Okay.
You know, I feel good.
All right.
I look. He killed it. He said something like, "I'm like the Black Kate Moss." So like,
oh, you serious?
He killed it. I was like, really? Not the Black Kate Moss? We talking about? All right. Killed it. Like Swizzy went on, and Wretch 32's on it too.
You're joking, Wretch.
Mr. Shovel,
Shout out to Wretch, man.
I was like, oh, Mr. Shovel, I love him.
Oh, wicked. So he's representing for UK even on that little flex there as well.
That's the thing I get frustrated with when I'm in America and I see like a lot of remixes that never touch America.
Yeah.
And they're UK based with UK artists, and it's blowing for these artists.
I wanted to ask you about that.
I hate that. I never see them on Hot 97. I never hear it. I'm like, wait, but that's good. Why wouldn't you? You know, and it's like specifically for that market.
Of course.
But we are across the board now. I'm sick of it.
And that's what I wanted to actually bring up. I wanted to speak about UK from 10 years ago, from then till now, really. That's what I wanted to address. And things like Tractor by Wretch and that, were they not on Hot 97? I mean, when I went to New York, a couple of things I could hear floating about.
Right, but it's not like the rotation.
Yeah, the rotation ain't there.
And that's the frustration because they don't know us. So my thing is, the more you put us out there, the more we're out there on radio, the more you'll be forced to play.
And of course, with your like when American Boy came out though,
that was consistent rotation.
That was hammered out
around
there, right?
the world though.
That was around the world, boy.
But again, it's like you forget that we exist. And then, but Tiny's doing his thing.
What's going on with Tiny out there?
He's doing his thing, man. Like he's sold millions already. Like dude's doing it.
Man.
Proud of him.
So I know there was Pass Out. I know Pass Out with Snoop. There was an actual Snoop version at the time.
That got played out there too.
But no one played Snoop version over here. I don't really think.
And we did it the other way around, which is good.
Oh, okay, good.
We did it the other way around. Yes, with him and them too.
So UK is being held in more high regard than 10 years ago, basically.
Hell yes. I think it's more to do with the fact that we're not taking it, we're not having it. We're going out there on our terms, and the swagger and the arrogance is on par, which is good, which is what it should be. You know what I mean?
Very good, very good.
It shouldn't be any less than we deserve this, and we're walking out there like, yeah, we deserve it. What's good?
Are they seen as more UK acts seen as more like either commercial or more kind of underground? Because you've got your Jay Sean's and you got your Tyos out there who went to #1. And then
we're
obviously
just UK acts. We're just
board.
artists now. People don't look at me like a lot of people. There's still a niche that are like, oh, the British girl.
Yeah.
But 90% of them and across the board, and my good friends are like Angie Martinez and the guys from Hot 97.
Yeah.
I'm just Estelle.
Right,
and they're just looking at it like, you're just a good artist. You just thank you. Like I got an email from one of the guys talking about like, yo, thank you for doing this record. Like we need this, and you need it. We
so
need
you're
to hear
contributing
it from you.
to something. They realise that UK is contributing to something that is not really happening in that way for them over there, and it can make it better.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, we're like, how do I say it? We're like the undiluted Ribena. Yeah. They come to us with a concentrate. You know what I'm saying? And then they take pieces of it and run with it. And we're looking at them like, that was us. I did that. We did that.
They've been doing it for time. You know, Puff Daddy and Timbaland have been doing it for decades.
All day, and that's the frustrating part. But again, you can't get frustrated. You just have to go ahead and do it.
But they're clever because they repackage it and they put it out. I've
always
said, if Timbaland gets hold of dubstep, the scene is over.
I don't think he'd understand
it. I've always said it.
I don't think he'd get it.
But you know, he could be doing his whole vocal dubstep thing that people are getting on. But I don't know.
I don't think
Never put it past him.
Oh no, I don't know.
Don't forget when he brought out "Is That Your Chicken?" The garage scene was going on. That was a basic garage template.
Of course it was.
You know what I mean?
Of course it was. Of course.
It's been happening for years.
I don't know about dubstep though. I don't know.
You don't know.
That's a whole different swag on it. It's like reggae. They don't really
they don't get that. They don't get that.
All out there.
Let's try and not pigeonhole. Yeah, we're not saying everyone. Yeah,
no.
I'm backing Estelle here, but I don't want anyone to like pipe up after this interview.
No.
She ain't saying no one out there knows reggae in the States.
No,
but, you know,
there's a lot of people that they're
coming
first.
in your back, man.
No, I got it. There's like in the boroughs, it's like being from Brixton out here, New York, whatever.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Harlem, Bronx. They know reggae. It's like first generation West Indies, first generation African. We know Zouk. They know that.
Yeah.
But across the board, general regular old American person, What's reggae? Isn't that Sean Paul?
Sean Paul, I was gonna say.
Is that Bob Marley?
Oh,
yeah, they're like, no, you know what? There's Sizzler, there's this, there's that, and the fact that I go and search for reggae bashment clubs in New York.
You know your
like,
tunes,
you have no idea.
Yeah.
Like I'm out there like, where's the bashment club? You know what? Come to my house. My cousin sent me a CD. We're gonna have a rave. We're gonna have a bashment. We're gonna have a little party in my house. Like, and it's like they look at me crazy. Like, what's all this reggae? You got some R&B. Oh my god! It's like.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Hilarious.
You're educating some people at least then, and that's what we need to do. We need to
constantly
do. You know what I mean? But with the whole UK accent thing though, I mean, I've done some interviews and put them up on when I interviewed, for example, Lloyd, and I see the comments on YouTube, and I'm speaking like how I'm speaking to you now, and some comments I was getting was, why is this guy trying to sound American? But just because I'm not speaking like Hugh Grant, they think I'm trying to sound American.
Here's the best.
And I'm trying to say, look at how you're speaking to me. Did you give up on that one?
I gave up.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Let me tell you this. I've traveled so many places around the world. Like, it's stupid. If I sound, first up, I'm from West London.
Yeah.
We don't speak Cockney.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't speak like Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
It's like a right in between the moment. Like, so it's not like I can be like, you know, I can't be like, hello, mate, like that. I'm not in East London.
What I'm saying.
I'm not from.
Did you
I'm
get
not,
that?
all day. You don't speak a bit. You don't speak British.
Yeah,
you sound like you're speaking American.
Right.
I give up. I give up. I sound like I sound. This is who I am. I can't do nothing about it. I've lived in so many different countries. I've lived in New York and I lived in London. I've traveled everywhere. I adapt. It's like Madonna having a complete New York, down home Manhattan accent. Meanwhile, she's lived in London for like 20 odd years. Meanwhile, she's lived in Scotland. You just stunning and limiting yourself. That's your shit. Excuse me. That's your stuff.
That's your ish.
That's your stuff. You know, you take that, you hold that. I'm gonna live and be the person I am and figure it out. You still understand what I'm saying though, so.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Back to the music of things. I mean, I really love the conversation we're having. Hopefully, it's something a bit different that you can talk about as well.
Yeah.
But in terms of the music, you've got Break My Heart, which is the single out. And what's going on for the album? That's the single coming off the album. I know you're in talks with what's going on the second single and that. I know it's happening.
We have another single coming out. I think it's going to be Thank You. But this record is like, again, every single song on the album is so to the point of feelingsy. People are going to be like, what the hell? Like, really? This is you still? Like, this is... Yes, I'm a girl. I feel things.
What flex?
This
what
flex
happens.
Is it? This is what... It's just what Thank You's talking about. You know what? And I never ever leave my... I never like to leave music where you just feel down in the dumps. So it's talking about being cheated on by somebody that you care a heck of a lot for. You know, and I've been through it, not necessarily in the past 3 years.
Yeah,
but
so
I've been there.
Relate on those
I
feelings
related
when you...
crazy to this record. Like my heart started beating. I was like, I heard it, and Akon actually wrote the record.
Oh, excellent.
And I listened to it. It was like a 3-minute at the end of his session record for him. And then first thing I heard the next morning, and I was like, give me that. I feel that. We're gonna make it relevant to me. We're gonna edit a bit, but like. It just, my heart started going, you know, and it's talking about thank you for making me a woman, you know, for all the stuff that you put me through, for all the taking care of that I took care of you. Appreciate you. You made me a woman. Now I know what I don't want, what I do want.
Yeah, it's all experience, man.
And I wanted to write a song that, I wanted to sing a song that all my songs have to feel like you can get over. It all have to be empowering. They all have to feel like you can do something after it, you know, versus you cheated on me. I feel bad about this.
No positives.
Yeah. I love records where I feel like, okay, how do I get out of this?
Something, but you've achieved something.
I've achieved something on top of it, and this is how I did it.
Yeah.
Because people don't give you directions. They don't give you a handbook on how to live as a 20-something-year-old. No one
teach that in school.
They don't teach that in school. They don't teach that in life. They don't tell you nothing. You're supposed to just get on with it and be this brain box and unemotional. And most times you end up hurt and stupider and not feeling and not growing. There's so many adults I know now. I've dated a bunch of guys that had stunted at 25, stuck at the age where they were last hurt, and they're grown men. You know, so I always want to find a way for young women and for young men who ain't had the opportunity to be like, wow, this twig, I'm gonna grow from this. And here's how you grow.
Yeah. And that's from your music, man.
Yeah.
And over here, I mean, where can the fans come and
they can stay if they stay on my website and on my Twitter, estellemusic.com/blog or estellemusic.com/tour. You'll find out where my dates are. I think I have some dates lined up in August. So I'm excited to come out and do the shows out here.
do you check your Twitter?
I
Estelle on her
run
Twitter.
and handle my Twitter. This is me you're talking to. So if you say something cheeky, you'll get a cheeky response.
Yeah, but would you read everything people can say? I mean, because sometimes you maybe have to apologize. You might miss things.
I miss some things, but I 90% of the time read a lot of my tweets because I really want to get a real sense of what people are talking about. You know,
of course, it's your direct link into the industry, into the buying public.
It is, and there's a lot of love. Sometimes you do some things I may have said, or you know, the thing I love about my tweets and my tweeps and that, and my darlings, I should say, hashtag my darlings.
Oh, the Twitter lingo, she's definitely on it.
I'm into it. They respect me. Yeah. You know, some people come out with some crazy stuff, and I'll be like, don't get yourself blocked.
Exactly.
I'm giving you a chance now, because it costs me nothing. I'm damn near bulletproof. Yeah. You know,
and you know what? I can imagine the things that have been said. I mean, it happens always. I mean, we're going to have to wrap it up in just a second. But one of the things I also wanted to mention was I felt for you when people started comparing you to Lauryn Hill, man. I actually felt you because I'm thinking.
That's not a bad thing, no.
No, it's not a bad thing.
But
it's a good thing. But that's what I mean. It's like.
But again, I never look at myself. I never look at myself and compare myself to anybody. Yeah. But the fact that they compare me to her means they respected me on the level that they respect her, and I was honored. So I was like, I'm gonna do the best me I can be, and if you feel like the best me I can be is comparable to Lauryn Hill's best, then good.
And let people talk, and you just do you.
Them do what they
but
do.
she is she, and all that. She is she, and it is still.
We love it.
And she's doing her thing. Yeah. And she's here with me right now. Thanks so much for stepping up and opening your mind to us and that. We will be supporting the next single, no doubt.
For sure.
And obviously we'll let people know when the album's surfacing and stuff. So
absolutely, we'll play the hell out of this one. Break my heart.
Let's go. This one it is, man. Right so now. we out in this one now. Yes. And we're finishing off on this one. Thanks, Estelle.
Thank you, darling.